Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Link, and today we're going to be making a couple handles. I'm going to teach you how to make your very own handles when you first start out, so that you can progress in the game faster. So today we're going to be making 3 handles. The first one is going to be the super small handle. I like to use this for my chisels and my knives. So what we're going to do is you're going to take the page, and you're obviously, as I did, you're going to rip it out of the book. You're going to take it over to this, and it'll automatically go into there. Some tools you're going to need for today's assignment is a chisel and a hammer. It does not matter what kind of material your items are made out of. You can even use a rock and stick as a hammer and a piece of flint to do this. But I'm using Valiant to make it go faster, so that you can see how to make these handles faster. So, to make this handle, as you can see, there is the picture of the handle that you want, and then there's a little instruction picture that shows how many pieces you need. So as you can see, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to take six pieces of wood. The way you can get wood is you can go to the Dust Bowl or the forest and chop down some trees into logs until you get enough logs. So you load them onto the table, and they will start putting themselves into place. Once you put the final log on, the little paper will show a little beam of where you have to hit, what part of the log you have to hit. So you take your tools, you put the chisel onto the blue part, and you hammer away until it disappears, and then it'll point to the next area of what to hit. By the way, this little handle right here moves it up and down, and this rotates it. So, as I was saying, you start hammering the instructed pieces until it peels off, and then it goes to the next piece. See, as you can see, we need to rotate it to continue, and then you keep going, and like this, like so, until you have all of the pieces of bark off. Once you get all the pieces of bark off, there's a second layer. It's basically just like the first layer, but it doesn't matter where you hit it, and it's usually easier to break. See, I can hit it one piece. See? Very easy. Get all the pieces off. You rotate. And get all these pieces off. Finally, the third layer, you just have to hit it. And once you hit it all the way, it'll produce a little handle. Like I said, you can use these for the chisels and the knives. You can also put an arrowhead, I think, on here. Alright, the second handle we are going to be making is the hammer handle. I like to use these for the hammer. So what you do, you take the paper out, take the previous paper out and throw it away. It'll start to burn, and then it'll disappear. Put your next handle on. This handle is what I recommend for hammers. I have a big handle because we didn't have one, so I just put a hammer head on here. But you can also just hold right here if you're trying to do something delicate. Move in the middle from right in between. Same with the chisel. You don't have to use this handle. You can use the one we just made. Alright, and again, you put all the pieces of wood on. And then the final piece, and then you have the blue piece. You take your hammer and your chisel, and you start to chisel away the blue pieces as instructed. And then you get the second layer, which I remind you, you can hit any piece that you want on the second layer. It does not matter which part you hit. You can tell because there's no blue parts that are telling you where to hit. And then once you're done, you just hit it one more time, and it'll pop out a little handle. This is what we use for hammers because it's most efficient. As a matter of fact, I am going to show you how you can put these handles on. So for this, we're basically going to use a rock and stick and a piece of flint to knock them off, since we have no other chisels to chisel off the chisel. That's a tongue twister.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And you just keep hitting it until it pops off like so. Then you can take your, not that one, you can take your small handle, take your chisel or your knife if you're using a knife, and you put it on the chisel handle, like so. You can lift the lever up and it will drop down. You can get rid of that, you don't need it anymore. And so we take our chisel, put it there. Okay, and then we take our big hammer, we're going to put it here, pull it down, and then it will lock it in place. Then you take your chisel and your rock hammer, and you put the chisel to the piece that you're taking off. So if there's multiple pieces on your blade, then you would hit the ones that you want to hit off. So we're going to hit the hammerhead until it pops off, like so. Then we'll take our hammer handle and we'll put our hammer on here. See, that looks way nicer than before. And then we can just leave this, put this wherever you want. I'm just going to leave it here because I want to need it for now. And then we come down here and we'll get back to our third and final handle, which will be the big handle. This is the one I was using upstairs with the other hammer. It looks kind of weird. It looks like a paddle or whatever, but it's actually the big handle. I use this mainly for pickaxes and small axes, like a hatchet. That's what you use them for, a pickaxe and a hatchet. So what we're going to do, this one, as you can see, it has two separate pieces, so that means that you need 12. So once you get 12, you can put it on the deck. This one, as you will see in a sec, is going to be much, much larger. Also, a side note, if you make something and you realize that you have the wrong thing, because it can glitch sometimes, you can just take this, pull it all the way down, and it will pop out into this little pouch so that you can save yourself the hassle of having to get more wood. First thing you can tell by this is that it's obviously longer than the last one, but the similarity between this is that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 12 pieces like last time. Last time, if you used just this much, it would be cut right here, and there'd be 12. So it's kind of nice. The only difference is that you use more wood. That's the only difference. So we're going to take our chisel and our hammer, and we're going to start chopping away at the wood. Another thing to take note of, if you're playing with a friend, you can also have them standing right here and pull the lever so you don't have to drop this like I do every time it's on the other side. Or you can, if you're by yourself, you can just drop that and then pull the lever. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why I said that, but if you have a friend and they're nice enough to help you, then they can do that. It'd be a big help. And again, like the other one, you can just hit off any piece you want. Just make sure you get all of them. And then you flip it. And boom. You get the pickaxe or hatchet handle. As you can see, this one is way larger than the other one. It's double the size of this one, and it is 4 times the size of the chisel handle. Actually, I would say more like almost 3 times, like 3.5 maybe. But there you go. That's how you carpenter. I don't know. that's how you use the carpentry house. There's still way more stuff to carpenter or whatever you called doing it. Like you can make shields and stuff. You make like this, like a mace, I think that is. Make a long handle, a bunch of long handles. You can make a wooden sword and a slingshot. You can make bowls, ladles, you name it. So that's it for today's video. If you need any additional help, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Like and subscribe. And before I go, I want to say one thing. Make sure you stay tuned for my premiere that will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. So if you feel like you're gonna miss it, just press subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss it. It will alert you. Also, I will leave my Discord down in the description so you can join that, and it will alert you whenever there is a premiere. I hope this helped a lot, and I hope you had fun making handles with me. If you want me to make a specific item, you can leave it down in the comment section. I'll be happy to cover it in a future video. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.